Alright, hi guys. It's been a little while. I wanted to do my HarleQ makeup. The only problem being is I don't really have the fully assembled Suicide Squad Harley. And stop there. Like, what the frig is with bad reviews? Oh, I cut my finger, so this might take me forever to do this tutorial. So, I'm not sure what is with the negative reviews. Who cares? Is kind of my opinion on it. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be cool. I remember when Batman Forever came out, it was really awful, but it was colorful and it was cool in its own right. And, you know, it's more of going to be an internal thing, I think, if it is bad, of enjoying it, because, you know, sometimes you just have to get through other people's opinions on things and realize that it costs a lot of money. Nowadays, things cost a lot of money. They take a lot of time. The fact that the film got made in the first place is something I'm pretty thankful for, because just it's so hard to get things through all the red tape, you know, old Hollywood versus new Hollywood. God knows what's going on in the mix. So if some of the creativity gets lost, you know, I want to be forgiving for that. So anyways, this could be used for the Arkham Asylum Harley. If you want to know the costume, Spencer's has a good Arkham Asylum costume that's really cool. It's, you know, considering if you don't want to spend $1 trillion cosplaying, that's one way to do it. The Suicide Squad Harley is cool because you can buy any kind of sparkle shorts off of eBay, be it purple, be it red if you're a little bigger. And you know, that was something I struggled with, was like, what size shorts do you actually wear when you like have a donk? You know, it's just almost impossible. I don't even know where the camera is on this, so if I'm looking over here, whatever. All right, so I have Simply Nailogical in the back because she's awesome, and this is my straight face without makeup. I have no makeup on my face. So God bless, you know, America. All right, let's just start with this tutorial before I forget what I'm doing completely. Anyways, this makeup can be used for the Arkham or for the Suicide Squad, but I was really inspired by the Suicide Squad makeup, so we're going to do a base first that is going to show that. And yes, I do blotch this on. This makes this really messy. I forget who saw my bottle of foundation recently. They were like, ew. I'm like, okay, foundation bottles. When was yours pretty? You know, when did you grab your foundation bottle out and go, oh, it's completely streak free, you know, whoever, I don't know, whatever. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna not talk too much because, well, I don't think that's even possible for me. For those of you who don't know about the zodiac, I am a Virgo Gemini, meaning that we are the two communication planets of communication. So it's like double the amount of talking or nothing at all, depending on how I feel. I'm either extremely quiet or extremely out there. There's no in between. So in my videos, in order for me to get up in front of the camera in the first place, I have to be pretty outgoing. So forgive all the talking. Alright. Brushing my teeth. Jeffree Star, thank you for the brushes recommendation. It's awesome. This brush bends, so it kind of bends to the shapes. Instead of you just like having to pat straight, you bend it. It actually really works for me in the corners of the nose. All right, and then let's just use a lighter powder. I have this UD powder, which is pretty awesome. It's just the Urban Decay D Slick. And wow, it's white. So this actually will give you the HarleQ look without you having to go through 9 million shades of different foundation. Once again, cosplaying can get a little expensive in today's economy. I try sometimes not to. Oh, by the way, I'm using the bigger brush of this set. This set's 25 bucks. It comes with an array of these brushes, and you'll never get tired of using them. Alright, so that's it. You'll have a flawless base. Look how pale that is. I'm actually not this pale normally. It's just that I haven't been out in the sun for a while. Alright, so it's kind of a difficult thing to get the right shadows for this look. I'll say that straight up, because if you're trying to look for a red, I got this palette a while back. It's Urban Decay Electric. It has an orange in it that's really, really cute. It could be termed a red. Oh god, this is all going to fall, isn't it? But for all let's use the Morphe palette, because as you can see, we have this really interesting red going on here, and we also have a really interesting blue going on. So those two tones we're going to use. But first, last but not least, let's use our, this has been through absolute hell. It is my eyeshadow base thing. All right, by now you guys think I'm probably nuts, but I don't really want to show you this one by Urban Decays. I'm using this one because I saw it, and that's how I am. I see something, I use it, but I would recommend this one. Or any of the eye bases made by them. You can also use this one, which is a really pearlescent, kind of pretty if you're using, use this one. If you can see, it's blah, 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 ESBO2, but it's sparkly, got a sheer. Sheer is good if you are, sparkly is good if you're using the sparkle tone effect. And yes, you can do a sparkle version of this, but you're not going to find a really good sparkle red toned eyeshadow. So good luck with that one. If you find that one, let me know. All right, let's just start off with the red that I showed you on the one eye. On the one eye. Starting off with a nice big poofy brush, because I can't make up my mind. And let's just go ahead and start poofing away. Now, of course, this shadow, oh man, I swear this is better than Sugar Pills. I'm sorry to say that. Oh, I know a lot of people might be like, oh god, no, it's not. And I'm using this because when I bat this around and start to drag it down around the eyes, I already have a kind of place point. See how I'm just up and back, kind of like that. And you can keep on layering this with this brush. This brush is incredible. I actually don't know where it's from. I think it might be Elf. It might be Elf. It's one of those cheaper brushes at Walmart. Okay, and let's just go underneath the eye. All right, that's going to be a red. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this kind of cool sort of, I don't know if you can see that, and bat that around the center of the eye, and also use that to kind of fade this out a little bit. Okay, so that's that eye, and that's how fast that happens. Now I don't have a duplicate of this brush, I don't think, to use for the blue. This one will work. This is Real Techniques, so this one will do fine. And let's go ahead and take our blue. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. There's also a shiny blue, but like I said, let's just keep it matte for all intents and purposes. Okay, and let's go ahead and do, woo, that is really coming off strong there. Let's go ahead and just, go nuts. This is the best way I have found to apply these for this look, is nice big brushes. That way it kind of just looks like you woke up, wanted to cause mayhem. That's why I like this look. It's very mayhem oriented. It's like, whoa, I woke up, I decided to freak out and go outside and create chaos. Why would you take small brushes and go, it's like the makeup of a crazy person. I think that's the genius part of it. You get up and you go, oh wow, let me just grab the biggest brush I can and just go nuts. Once again, see how that's kind of conforming to my eye naturally. And again underneath, And the nice thing is when you bring this up underneath, it's going to slowly fade towards the eyes. So there you go, done. Simple as that. If you want to go back through and kind of deepen the shades in, go for it. But I'm not going to do that for all intents and purposes. How I just totally slammed my thumb in this. Be careful when you shop. All right, I'm going to, I know that Nikki Tutorials, by the way, shout out, beautiful video. That's probably the reason I'm doing this tutorial. Not the reason I have this frog in my throat though. Is because she did some really beautiful sparkle work, speaking of sparkle work. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into this little bit of sparkle And let's do a little bit of sparkle on the lid for this, just to kind of deepen it. Okay. As far as goes the other side, ooh, let's go ahead and dip into this really pretty orange. Yeah, that's a little sparkly. I do not have that Urban Decay product that she used that was the sparkle, and if I did, I do not have two-tone colors of it, so we'll just go ahead and do this our way. Almost slammed my finger in that again. Sugar Pills brush, I know I kind of slammed y'all, but I love your brush, okay, so forgive me, all right? Am I forgiven again? Let's go ahead and do... Oh, it's got too much makeup! Oh, I'll have to sift through later. Let's see, I don't know... I'm gonna do this with a black Kat Von D lipstick, I think, for the... All right, fine. I hate red lipstick, but for this tutorial, I believe, once I find all my stuff, I believe that is the right... This is a white lipstick. Who loses a white lipstick? Oh my god, seriously. I love Kat Von D stuff because I was gonna say it's easy to find, but there you go. I can't actually claim that now. Let's use this deeper red because I'm just not a fan of you guys can use really red if you want to. And let's use this peach shadow while I'm at it. Peachy. This is Too Faced Little Hangover. Boy, do I have one of those right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I swear, I have computer hands today. And computer hands means that you've been typing so much that your hands start to get a little bit like... bleh. So if I start dropping a bunch of stuff, you know, forgive me. Oh, please forgive me. Let's give that little bit of kick to the face. Alright, that's enough kick. Oh my god. I'm going to do the eyebrows with my Brow Drama. Alright. And just quickly layer those brows down. I like this stick because it makes the eyebrows nice and thick really quick. I don't actually have to do anything too rough, and since this is supposed to be a blonder look, I don't want anything too dark. So immediately, boom, there you go. I swear to God, I don't know where that frog's coming from. Okay. Let's use the Urban Decay Electric because I did introduce it in the beginning. And let's use some of that lovely kind of silvery shimmer. Now there's a really nice blue, by the way. Really nice blues if you want to add depth to your look. Actually, let's go ahead and do that. See how that little bit of shimmer is coming in there? Actually, it's quite a bit. And this is one thing I like about this palette. It really gives you this immediate boost of shimmer. Like, it's not showing up that much on the camera, unfortunately. But I don't know if you can see that. Since this is cosplay, I'm not going to use a regular highlighter, by the way. Why? Why use normal makeup when you cosplay? But, by the way, thank you, Sugar Pills, for this brush. I love it. Alright. Smush, smush, smush. Now you want smush, smush. Okay. No more of that. I'm going to layer the silver kind of around this part of my eye and down. Just like that. Just kind of blend it. Okay, so now that we look officially crazy, that's the thing though. Harley is supposed to look crazy. You're supposed to feel crazy. I swear, I think Harley is like the saving grace of our nation for women now, because stuff's gone crazy. Got Donald Trump, you got all this stuff. I'm not going to get political, but I mean, in this day and age, you have to be a little bit crazy, you know. I'm going to take, oh, by the way, NYX black. I'm going to take the black and just kind of dip through here and darken in just this little area. Very loose brush. I'm just adding a